Episode 2 is finally here after a long week of waiting. We finally see Rudo down in the pit facing off against trash monsters. Some hella hot characters show up. We see a brand new power for the first time. And organ dealers? Episode 2 of Gachiakuta just dropped, and it's packed as hell. So much info about the new world inside the pit and how it connects to the people living above on the sphere. What's the deal with this new power that lets you turn random junk into actual weapons in battle? Before we start, quick reminder. Our goal is to hit 100 subs by the end of the month. Yeah, I know, lame and laughable, but whatever. No more stalling. Let's go. Episode kicks off right where we left off. Our boy Rudo running for his life from a bunch of garbage monsters. Turns out there's a whole squad of them surrounding him, but as usual, Rudo's agility is on point and he slips away. But seconds later, we see the filthy garbage-filled air messing up his lungs. He's wheezing like a 50-year-old chain smoker. Just when it looks like he's about to give up, he remembers what Recto told him. And yes, he's back on his feet, laser focused on one goal, killing the shady guy who murdered Recto. He fights back with new determination and manages to escape, but exhaustion kicks in. Suddenly, a weird dude shows up, holding an umbrella. He puts a mask on Rudo to help him breathe better. Then, Rudo starts questioning him about the pit, the monsters, but the umbrella guy orders him to shut the fuck up. When Rudo insists on answers, he gets pissed, which ends up attracting the trash monsters again. Then, out of nowhere, the guy's umbrella turns into a freaking weapon and wipes out all the monsters instantly. That's when we learn his name, ENJIN. A young, sexy, stylish as fuck. And he's a cleaner. What the hell are cleaners? We'll get to that. Rudo passes out, and we get a quick flashback with Recto. Recto tells him everything has a soul. Towels, chairs, couches, even his gloves. And if you treat them right, they'll have your back when you need them most. He really believes in that legend. Rudo wakes up tied up and being dragged across the ground like some 18th century slave by ENJIN. Rudo begs to go back up to the surface, but ENJIN tells him it's impossible. That place he fell from? It's called Sphere. ENJIN drops Rudo off at some sketchy place and leaves. Then these masked weirdos show up. At first they seem creepy as hell, but turns out they're actually chill. When they realize Rudo came from Sphere, they get hyped. It's the first time they'd seen someone from there alive. Usually, it's just corpses. But the second Rudo lets his guard down, we learn the truth. They are organ dealers. Human parts from spherities are worth a fortune. Eyes, hands, legs, even the damn clothes they wear. Apparently, people will pay millions just for an outfit from someone in Sphere. They hate the spherities with a passion. Why? Simple. They dump their trash on them. Yup, just like that. People down in the pit had lost everything. Some died from falling garbage, others from trash monsters. They give Rudo some weird food, expecting him to gag since he lived a comfy life up on the sphere. But surprise? He actually loves the taste so much, he eats his damn fingers too. Rudo finally snaps. He's done with the classism, the racism, the labels, spherites, earth, trash. It's all bullshit. He breaks his chains. We finally see his hidden power. Turns out Recto was right. Treat something with love and its soul will return to save you. That's what we see with Rudo's gloves, the ones Recto gave him. Anything he touches with them turns into a weapon, and he wrecks those organ dealers. Then ENJIN shows up again and tells him, I'll tell you everything you want to know on one condition. Join us, the cleaners. All right, let's talk about that insane opening. What the hell did I just watch? This opening is freaking wild and totally captures the core of the anime. Trash everywhere, and people reaching for it like it's treasure. The symbolism's crazy. The huge gap between the rich and poor. Plus, the opening has some gross, chaotic scenes that I honestly really liked. Glad to see a good opening here instead of leaving all the heat to Dan. Now, on to the episode itself. Let's start with ENJIN. Man's a damn beast from the second he shows up. Hair on point, confidence on 100, umbrella skills, crazy. He definitely stole the show this episode. And best part, he's not just another edgy, hot, overpowered dude. He's funny and actually interacts with people. We find out he's a cleaner, probably a group that, well, cleans. But jokes aside, it looks like they salvage valuable stuff from the trash, just like Rudo used to do in heaven. So I'm guessing he will join them, despite what he said at the end. Now let's talk about that crazy-ass power, bringing objects to life. Based on what Recto said, if you treat your belongings with care, a soul forms in them, and when the time's right, they'll come to save you. That's what happens with Rudo's gloves. Anything he touches becomes a weapon. Still not sure. Does this power only exist in the pit, or can can be used on the sphere too. We haven't seen anyone up there with that ability, so maybe it's exclusive to the pit. Also, looks like Ruto's ability to turn multiple items into weapons is super rare. ENJIN seemed hella surprised. Can't wait to learn more about ENJIN's backstory and the rest of the crew. Every item must have a story, right? Like, if ENJIN's weapon is an umbrella, that thing must have meant a lot to him at some point. And yo, the hatred between the pit and heaven people is totally makes sense. The spherites live in luxury, not giving a damn, dumping their trash on people struggling to survive. Literal death and destruction falling from above. I also want to know more about this obsession with spherites. Why are they so valuable? Is it because they're rare? Maybe. The episode was fire. We're finally getting deep into the story, learning more about the world below and the one above. Definitely hyped for next week. Can't wait to learn more about these strange powers and what else the pit has in store. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're vibing, and peace.